Hey, how you guys doing here? Ricardo here. So I just kind of want to talk about life a little bit. Talk about the meaning of life. Um, in my life, I was always kind of like the philosopher type. Someone who just very curious about life, how life worked. Because I was very confused. And I think we all kind of are when we come up into this world, but especially me because I'm a called spirit animal. That's my spirit animal. So we deal with creation and death. But looking at God's viewpoint, I remember when I was a kid and growing up in a church, um, Catholic, and they always talk about the Ten Commandments and how about fearing God and all that stuff. And so I never really had a great relationship with God. And I always wanted to, but I always kind of like feared God and like, oh, don't want to step on any eggshells because I didn't want God to like maybe like strike a lightning on me. I mean, not obviously, he wouldn't strike a lightning, but give bad vibes or bad juju or bad, karma. I didn't want that, so I tried to do my best to, be a good kid, and the sacrifice of that, it kind of sacrificed my life tremendously because I was not able to go after and do the things I wanted to do in the way that I wanted to do it because I just felt like I was probably pissing God off. So um, so yeah, I my life was at a standstill and I was very depressed and it really just kind of pissed me off, because I was very mad at myself because part of me wanted to do things and the other part of me was afraid of doing it or afraid of the consequences or afraid of what would happen if this person say or what my parents would think or what God would think. So I was very kind of like I wouldn't say like a robot, just kind of like always thinking, about things, which is not good to me in my opinion because we should be living, not thinking. But anyways, we get more into detail into that. But I just tried to do I just I just try to do the best that I can, now. So looking back on it, um, it's life is very tough right now, and not right now too, but overall in human history, not all of it, but majority, because we, it's like I remember I got some sea moss. This is an example. I got some Irish sea moss because some of the influencers said it was a good thing. Bobby Price, Infinite Waters. Turns out some of them are fake, some of them are real, or kind of like avocado oil. It's the same thing. Like some of them are fake, some of them are real. It's like this like dimension, like the government and like people, like they're not out to help you out, which is really sucks because and that was part of my problem too, because I wanted to trust somebody I could have trust with because I didn't really trust my parents that much because I didn't have a good emotional connection with them at all, and I couldn't really talk to them about the things I wanted to talk about or the things I needed help with. And so I try to look for that for in other people, which led me to being friends with people who didn't have my best interest. So it's like, um, if you can't find something, you're gonna look for it, albeit, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, that the decision that you make while you're looking for it's for most likely gonna be a bad thing because you don't know, you're just looking. So yeah, this world is not geared to help us out as individuals, which is not good. So having that in mind, I kind of learned that along my spiritual awakening journey, and it was a brutal awakening, especially from my parents' point of view, because I just felt like I was trying to change my life. One part of my life, I was trying to change my life, and it's like my parents kept on thinking about the past, and not necessarily thinking about the past, just kept on like thinking that everything was going wrong when everything was going right. It's like, dude, how do you see it that way? That make no sense. And it's like they're like my old me, which was detrimental to myself, which is anxiety riddled, depression, all this stuff. You like the old me better than the new me? That don't make no sense. So it's like, this world is totally backwards. Um, So it's like you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. So it's very tough, you know. So I'm trying to figure it out. I know it's a slow process, a slow journey, but I do what I can every single day, and I think that really matters. And I think for me, the toughest part in this dimension is the time, you know, the patience, you know, because I want things right now, you know, and I feel like I deserve it because I had so many years where I didn't really manifest that much stuff, you know. So, but I know that's gonna change, you know, in the near future or in the future. So right now I'm just working on just budgeting, planning, and putting the right signals out into the universe of what I want to manifest, you know, and then hopefully I can reap what I sow in the future, you know. So um yeah, so that's kind of like what I want to talk about is like I said, it's a very tough world, if I can speak. But it's like um I feel happy about who I am today right now, and um and if I were to die, you know, and whatever happens, you know, as long as I try, you know, to me that's all that matters, you know. And so and most of the times I got fed up with myself when I was ruminating a lot in my past, you know, it's mostly because I didn't try to do what I wanted to do, you know. And so I made it more of a big deal. You know, I made it like, okay, like if you do this, then this is this. It's too much thinking. Just do it and then get out, learn from it, you know? And ironically enough, it's like most people, I feel like they don't follow their heart because they feel that if they do it, the outside way too, if they do whatever they feel like they want to do, now, obviously not every feeling, but if you do what intuition wants them to do, like there's gonna be you're not gonna manifest. But the thing is, you learn the truth, you know, and so it's a difference when you think how life is and when you realize how life is. It's a complete difference, you know. Because I remember during my journey, spiritual awakening journey, I was asked to do some things which I wouldn't say I was afraid of doing them. It's just like I was like, well, this is not going to be a good outcome, or maybe not a good outcome. Like I don't get what's the purpose of this, and I'll do it, and I realize, oh shit, now I see the truth because I have a way I can logically probably see that too, but like it's not the same. It's like it just hits you harder, not harder. It just hits you. It's like, oh shit, I really see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's completely different. You know, so. Um, but yeah, that's kind of like my plan right now. Just kind of lay back, just chill, follow my heart as much as possible. Take a couple of months, 3, 4, 5 months to budget plan and send the right signal to the universe. And then hopefully I can get another income stream. I got one right now. Thank God. Whew. Yeah. So hopefully it continues going that way. But I'll be saying more videos in the future. But I kind of want to say this because I just felt like I wanted to manifest, you know, and right now it's not the time for me to manifest. I'm doing clearing work, I'm doing other things, you know. So I just decided to hop on here, give a little speech, talk a little bit, and hopefully everything just continues on the right track. And so, um, yeah, we all got to pray and do the best that we can. I think that's it. That's it right there. Some people say don't try, but trying is important. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it, and have a good one.